Breaking news, firefighters battling flames and heat as they work to contain several wildfires burning in Southern California. Hello, I'm Michelle Fisher.
And I'm David Ono in for Mark Brown. You're watching Eyewitness News at 5 o'clock live on ABC 7 Hulu and wherever you stream. The juniper fire broke out around midday today and quickly spread across hundreds of acres. Gabe Santos is over the burn area in Air 7 with a look at firefighters' efforts to bring this fire under control. Gabe?
Yeah, David and Michelle, you're looking at what is left of that juniper fire. You can see there a couple of helicopters still working the scene here. We do know that all air tankers and 2 helicopters at least are now being released from this fire. And as we widen out the shot, you can see why. There's not a lot in the way of active smoke coming from this fire anymore, really. As you said, 688 acres burned, 10% containment right now. But fire crews using these air assets and crews on the ground are really getting a handle on this so far. There's still some evacuations in place right in the immediate vicinity of this fire, just as a precaution, but you can see there those ground crews in the middle of your shot there, they're working to stamp out any of those hot spots remaining and get this thing completely out, hopefully through the overnight hours. For now, live in Air 7, Gabe Santos, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
Yeah, Gabe, hopefully. Now, the juniper fire is one of several fires burning right now in Riverside and San Bernardino counties. The largest fire is the Wolf Fire burning in Banning at more than 2,400 acres. It's been burning since yesterday, but firefighters are making some progress. Inland Empire reporter Leticia Juarez continuing our live team coverage. Letty, what can you tell us?
Well, I can tell you, Michelle, that right now there is continued water drops in this area. We're just watching as a helicopter flies overhead to do those drops. And as Gabe mentioned, evacuation orders and warnings do remain in effect for those impacted by the juniper and wolf fire as CAL FIRE Riverside firefighters continue to battle those 2 wildfires. A burst of pink fire retardant rained down on the hills below the San Jacinto Mountains as air tankers and helicopters battled back the explosive wolf fire. The wildfire has scorched more than 2,400 acres since it erupted Sunday afternoon.
Last night we thought they got it under control. This morning we woke up, the winds had shifted.
Overnight, CAL FIRE Riverside launched night vision equipped helicopters using water drops to hit flames deep in rugged terrain and dense brush.
I had a restless night. It sounded kind of like a war zone over me. There was so many planes and water drops, and they actually brought out night planes from what I understand, and so that was going on all night last night here.
So far, crews have carved out a 30% containment line, but nearly 3,000 residents near the wolf fire remained under evacuation orders or warnings.
We know where all of our documents are. You know, we always have them in one place only where we can just grab and go.
I'm by myself, so I'm packed, and I've only been in here a year, so I'm not used to this. That's why I've come out to the neighbors, because they all know so much more than I do.
Meanwhile, the juniper fire is burning fast through unincorporated Riverside County near Paris. Air 7 captured dramatic aerials, including what appears to be a structure, as firefighters faced another fierce front fueled by bone-dry brush. Residents in the area are also under evacuation orders and warnings.
If those evacuation warnings change to evacuation orders, we need them to be ready to go fairly quickly.
And again, the juniper fire now 10% contained, and as Air 7, Gabe mentioned, some of their air assets have now been released. We are seeing those air assets, though, continue to drop over the wolf fire. We just saw a helicopter do that as they continue to mop up those hot spots, and obviously they're going to be out here doing that on both fire fronts just to make sure that those hot spots get stamped out for good. Reporting live here in Banning, Leticia Juarez, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
All right, Leticia, thank you for the update.